Alright guys, welcome back to part 3 of unlocking this ginormous map. I genuinely did not think that I was going to have to do this in 3 parts. And you know what? It may end up being 4 parts. Just looking. At this point, I thought that I would be already setting up for the mule grind. It's now 11 AM. I think I did my first video at like 8:30. Maybe not. Yeah, I think the first video was done at 8:30. So, I mean, it's a very big map. But if you've watched all 3 parts so far, or sorry, all 2 parts, this is the 3rd part, you will just see just how gorgeous this map is, which is why I haven't cut it down. Like, you know, I could have cut it down. I could have fitted it all into one video. But you wouldn't have seen just how gorgeous this map actually is if I had done that. Which is why I decided not to cut it down. Ow! I've got a puppy biting my foot. Now I will say, probably some point this video, Eliza will wake up. So, you know, you will hear her in the background, unfortunately. Which also means that she will be up for the setting up of the mule grind also. It is what it is. I mean, I'm living in a camper right now. You know, I'm here in the daytime on my own. It is what it is. We just have to work with it. So, you know. I mean, I have 6 hours left before I quit for the rest of the day. I always quit at 5 o'clock when Arthur comes home, because then we have dinner, and then evenings are my time. If I can fit editing in during the evening, I will. You know, but like during the daytime, once Eliza's up, the recording becomes a lot more choppy because I have to do things with her. Ooh. Manitoban elk. There's a 4. I really want to shoot this 4. Oh look, he's dead. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. If, you know, you don't like hearing background noise, I guess you'll have to go and watch another creator. Because sadly, I have 10 dogs, and I have a 2-year-old. But luckily, the nice thing is, like right now, it's too hot to play outside in the daytime, so which is why I knock off at 5, because then I'll go outside and play with Eliza for several hours. When it's the temperatures have cooled down a little bit, basically. Okay, let's see. He was gold. Nice rack, dude. And then Arthur comes home for lunch, probably around about 1. So I take like an hour's break at lunchtime. But It's starting to get dark. I really want to... I don't normally let it get dark, but I really want to because apparently there's northern lights. And I don't know if it matters, like, what part of the map you're in, but we are in, like, the upper quadrant, so we may see the northern lights. Oh, there's something walking down there. Moose. There's a big moose. We are still a kilometre away from this next zone. I almost feel like this map is even bigger than maps they've done before. Like, I don't know. I mean, I know it's one of the best maps, if not the best map they've done. Yeah, we've got a big distance between these next ones. But then at least... yeah, there's a big distance. But what I was saying is at least the other three are in fairly close proximity. This is what I'm saying, like, this might end up being a 4-parter. Because it's just so big. How close are we to... so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I think I've got 6 more to unlock. But bearing in mind, we're only managing to do like 2 or 3 an episode. That pretty much means that we're going to have a 4th episode. And again, I mean, yeah, I could have done it quicker if I was on an ATV, but a lot of this map actually isn't really accessible on ATVs. I hear wolves. I'm reloading just in case. It's still kind of daylight. Okay. The elk is fleeing. Now, I do have my dog set up so it will alert me if there's danger nearby. There's a feed zone here. White-tailed deer. $414 meters. This is a house and a... yes, it is. Now, obviously, that doesn't mean that we might not open some more houses in the vicinity. But I don't know. I love this map. Oh, there's a grey wolf. So the wolves are fleeing. That's a moose. That was a bear somewhere. I don't know. They've reworked the bears. Like their sounds. They're terrifying. Okay, grey wolf resting. Okay, so we are in wolf territory. Alright. So we claim this outpost. Okay. No other houses have spawned. Not spawned, but you know what I mean. Okay, so then we'll go straight up to here. Which is 3 kilometers. Do I have... I do have tents on me. Okay. I can put a tent down if we need to. If it gets too dark. I just wanted to double check that I had tents on me. Because I don't think we're going to get there before it gets dark. Like, it's already getting dark. I think we've got like 30 minutes of game time before it gets like fully dark, and it will take me an hour to walk there. So in game time we should get there at 7:30. But I don't... Yeah, I don't see us getting there before night falls. But on the other side, we might see the Northern Lights. So... I need my dog to like heal. Because I need him closer by if there's any danger. And I am indeed carrying my weapon. Yeah, this area, if it gets dark, we're... Oh, I'm actually heading towards a lake. Now this could be interesting. We might pick up some need zones down here. Oh, I thought there was an animal down there. Apparently not. Still not quite dark. I mean, it's definitely dusk, but it's not dark. And thankfully, I haven't come across any wolves that want to eat me yet. So that's a good thing. I don't know. This map is just... It's breathtaking. Oh, North American beaver is fleeing. Sorry, Mr. Beaver, I didn't mean to scare you. It's almost dark. You know, we may well make it. We may well make it before it gets dark. Because we are now like 2 kilometers away. Oh, an elk's fleeing. I just walked into a tree. I didn't make myself a coffee when I took that break. That was very silly of me. Okay, so I think it is pretty much nighttime. But I mean, if this is as dark as it gets... then I mean, we could continue through the night. I don't know if it will obviously get darker, because, I mean, it is only 7 o'clock. We started early morning. I think it was maybe 9. So we've gone through like a whole day cycle. I think it's definitely getting darker. In fact, I'm almost certain it's getting darker. Elk. I still don't see the northern lights. We may continue, like, walking through the night until the northern lights appear. Okay, so we're 22 minutes in to this video. You know, we may get these ones in this video, actually. I was a little bit concerned that we wouldn't, but I think we will. So, anyway, I hope you're enjoying this first look. Like I said, I know it's long. I know I've had to split it into 3 videos. But I just felt that there was so much to see that it wouldn't have done it justice had I have just cut it down. I think also, you know, if you're wanting to buy the map, it is always good to see the entire map before you buy it. I mean, that's just my opinion. Okay, it is night. But still no northern lights. Okay, it is just suddenly gone really dark. Like, it's suddenly gone way darker than it was. So I think when we get to this house, we will fast forward time. I'm really hoping that we see the northern lights. But I mean, I feel like if we don't fast forward time, you're not going to really see very much. Am I walking on ice? Jeez. Hang on a minute. Nothing yet. Oh, and it's raining again in real life. It might be that the Northern Lights don't come out until like much later. It's very hard, like, walking up this cliff face in the dark. Okay, I think we're almost there. Pearl, get down. Like, I see the smoke. Okay, well, this was a really good spot to come to at this time of night. This wasn't planned, this just happened. Okie dokie. Let's claim it. Oh, the moon is just rising. Okay. Alright, so I made myself a coffee and went to a bathroom in the hopes that the northern lights would appear, which they haven't yet. However, the moon is definitely further up in the sky than it was. So I think we'll go to this one whilst it's still dark. You know, in the hopes that the northern lights will appear. And if they do appear, then I can place a tent down and we'll fast forward it back to day. I think I might use my light though. Not that it's particularly good. So this zone that actually didn't look too far away is 2 kilometers away. Ah. Well, I guess we're gonna have a nighttime stroll. So yeah, so I made myself a coffee. What else did I do? I went to the bathroom. It's now 11:24 in the morning in real time. So my first video should be finishing uploading anytime now. Which is crazy that I've made 2 more videos since then and it still hasn't uploaded. Like, that's how slow our internet is where we are right now. We are actually getting faster internet put in this coming week, which will be great because then I can start streaming again. I've got a fly in my coffee. Ew. Thanks, fly. Literally in the coffee I just made. Any northern lights yet? Nope. I'm gonna just double check that we don't have to have it on in settings or something. It'll be in video. Fair quality on. I'll turn that on. Oh, threatening by. Okay. Oh shit. Where is it? Oh good lord. Okay, I did get one. Jeez. Well, there's our first wolf attack. It was a gold. He was an 8 mythical. Jeez. Let's see what he looks like. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna taxi you. Okay, apparently I did potentially get a second one. Or I shot at a second one. I'm not gonna waste the time looking for his blood. And this is why you always have your gun loaded. Okay, do you think I can go back and look at settings? Because I hadn't finished. Global illumination. Heat haze is off. I'll turn that on. Fur quality is high. I mean, everything else... It's still recording. Great. Perfect. So I'm going to hold this gun out. Just, you know, I had no idea that that wolf was an 8 mythical. I didn't have time to react. I just shot it. Poor gold wolf. It's 8:30 in game. Woodland caribou. Yeah, I do think I only shot the one. No, well, I shot 2, but I think I only killed the one. We've still got this one to do after that one. And drop back down to this one, I assume. Ooh. A black bear. So pretty. Even in the dark, it's so pretty. I never do night. Okay. I never do nighttime hunting. But I do think if the Northern Lights haven't happened when we get to this next one, I will switch it to daytime. Because at this point, it's a bit dark. Or should we keep going? I mean, you know what? Because this next zone from here isn't that far away, we will go to this one in the dark as well. Just dropped Arthur a message. See if he's coming home for lunch today. I cannot believe it is now 11:32 a.m. and Eliza is still not up. In all fairness, she didn't go to bed till late. And she did wake up when we got out of bed this morning. She was up for like an hour and a half. So really, essentially, this is just like a nap for her. Just a very long one. And I just texted Arthur to see if he's coming home for lunch today. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. More often than not, he comes home. But kind of, if he says yes, that will kind of decide what we do with our recording after this. Trying to... Guys, be gentle with the puppies. Come on. Thank you. Don't scare them. I've got like half an hour before I need to make the puppies lunch. Jeez. Okay, we're now 400 meters away. But there's probably going to be a house to unlock, because this isn't a combined zone. Which is interesting. Where is it? Is it over this hill? What I find really funny, and it must be because the snow is reflecting, it's not actually that dark. And I've just found out what the dogs knocked over whilst I was in the bathroom. I'll have to deal with that in a sec. It's this cable. I have to have a fan running on the computer because it's so hot. And somehow, I'm not entirely sure how, the dogs knocked it. There we go. At least the computer's not overheating. That's a plus. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I will do the mule deer setup after we finished unlocking. Because again, I didn't realise how long the unlocking was going to take. I love watching the puppies. Okay. Just beautiful. That's all I can say about this map. Okay, so we have a zone here. So we'll knock down to this zone. This way. Oh. painful. Oh, what is shouting at me? Another bear? Go away, bear. I don't want to be friends with you. Alpha hasn't seen my message yet. Yeah, so we'll go down to this one. And then I think we'll bounce to this one. I'm going to desperately try to get, and I think we will. Like, we've got a couple down here to unlock, but... Like, this episode might be a little bit longer than the other two. Purely for the fact that I'm going to desperately try and get this wrapped up in this episode. Because honestly, we're nearly there. Because then what I'd like to do is to start targeting lakes. Is there a pole or a fire or something to unlock this? Ah, there's a fire. Okay. So then we'll hop along to this one. This is a kilometre away. Which honestly isn't bad. Hi, elk. At least when we've got tents down, it'll be much easier, like, doing the travelling. So, I'm thinking that when we start, like, setting up for the mule deer grind, we'll start with these lakes up here. And then drop down to these two. Potentially this one. Like, we'll start in this corner. Like, I like, when I'm doing a setup, I like to do it very methodically. So if I have a good starting point, it always helps things go better. At least that's what I find. A pup. Yeah, the puppies are starting to get ready for their lunch. Ow, you just bit my finger. I'm not Ow! Don't bite my feet. I'm not lunch. Oh, we do have this one down here to unlock. And there's a couple of houses. So I don't know. I don't know whether or not to do like the four, like I said, and then however long the fourth episode is, that's it. Or to try and cram. I mean, we're up to 51 minutes. Yeah, I think I'm just going to run a fourth episode. I don't want to run a fourth one, but it's going to take the same amount of time. So I think I'll run a fourth one. And then, like, you know, if the fourth episode is only 20... Pearl! If the fourth episode is only, like, 20 minutes long or something, it's just 20 minutes long. But I think what we'll do is we'll switch the time back to daytime. Because as much as I want to see the Northern Lights, they're just not happening. So I think when we get here, we'll end the episode. And then we'll start, like, picking up the scraps. Pearly! And then I'll complete that episode. And then I will take a 10-15 minute break before we start setting up for the the mule grind, which you guys won't even notice a break. So that I can feed the puppies. I think that's how we're going to do it. And probably during that time, Lizzie will get up, so I'll feed her as well. And then she'll sit quite happily, hopefully, whilst I set up for the mule grind. Okay. Okay, so we've got this house, that house, oh jeez. Okay, I've got some houses to unlock. How far away is this one? 1.62 kilometers. Yeah. Yeah. We might do this one first. If I can do this one in 5 minutes, we will do this one before we end the episode. Okay, we'll drop down to this one, which is 808 meters. Perfect. I think I've got all of the lookout points now, so other than like down at the bottom of the map, I think there's one. So now it's just a case of unlocking. Ow! I've got a puppy eating my toe. It's just a case of unlocking the houses now. And I mean, you know, we could do this after we'd set up for a mule grind, but this is all of the first look. But when I get to this house, this will be the end of the episode, and we will be turning it to daytime. I think we've done enough nighttime exploring. Wait, is that an animal over there? No, that's a tree. Grey wolf. Get away. I will pull my weapon out. Oh, and just so... Obviously, we don't need to do it on this map. But what I try and do when I start a Great One grind on another map... I always reset the map before I start a grind. That way I know that the map is fresh. Obviously if I'm running like back-to-back grinds, I don't reset between the grinds. But if I haven't been on the map in a while, I will reset the map. It's just something I do. I texted Arthur and he hasn't responded. Interesting. Okay, so we're 99 meters away from this house. Okay. So we have claimed our outpost. Alright, so this is going to be the end of episode 3, or part 3. And then part 4 is most certainly going to be the last part of this initial... Wow. This initial... first look. Alright, so we're now daytime again. Perfect. Alright, I will see you in the next part. Bye, guys.